Hi, this is Wesley Tremp, co-founder at Slugger Sports Academy. We're going to walk you through our Power Throwing Series program. As you watch the video, we're going to start with a four-seam fastball. As we go through the drills, we're going to hold that four-seam throughout all of our throws. As we pause the video, you're going to notice that the elbow is going to be anchored on top of the glove. We're going to work our wrist action back, and then good wrist action forward, propelling that wrist downward. More revolutions on the baseball, the harder that we're going to throw. Okay, we're going to start that at about 15 to 20 feet with our partner. Okay, next is going to be open in place. You're going to notice that the glove positioning is out front. Okay, elbow is going to be above the shoulder. I'm a little bit higher than most. Top delivery on my pitches. As a three-quarter guy, that elbow might be closer towards the shoulder level, which is okay. We just want to make sure it's above the shoulder. As we continue to play the video, we've got good finish over the front side, and we're going to let that hand finish past the knee and carry on towards the hip. Make sure when you're watching this, you want your players to finish all the way through, let the body stop the arm action. The other thing that you're going to notice is at completion, that right side, okay, for right-handers and left side for left-handers is going to pronate inward. Now we're going to switch to a one-knee drill. Okay, make sure that that front foot is pointed out at about a 45-degree angle. We're going to get into our T position, glove out front, thumb down, and baseball facing out towards second base if they were going to be on the pitching rubber. Make sure that their shoulders are squared towards their target, and that when they finish, they stay above the head and finish past the knee. Then we're going to move into a lunge towel drill. Make sure that you hold the towel in between your two throwing fingers to mimic throwing a baseball. Okay, back into our T position, but from a standing position. We're going to push off the back side and get good finish over the front side. Take a little bit of a small step as you're finishing the pitch. Try to tell your pitchers to really focus on powering off of this back side and getting out in front as much as they can. Also look for a good release point, releasing the baseball or the towel on this standpoint out in front. You should hear that towel whip through the zone. Then transition into holding a baseball. So we're basically going to go through the same drill, and as we go through all these steps, we're going to gradually move back further and further between our partner, creating more and more distance. By the time we finish, we're going to go into a long toss, which is going to end up around 120 feet or more. You can do this drill into a side net or any sort of sock net. Make sure that they have good glove tuck going through the glove slot area around their rib cage. After that, we're going to go to a power in place drill. Now as we wind the video back, you're going to notice that as I separate my hands, I'm going to go down and out with my thumbs towards my hips. Okay, this is very important. You want to create good hand separation moving out and towards our target. We don't want to allow that glove to swing open like a gate and then out towards our target. We want to drive it down and right out towards our target. We're going to get that baseball nice and high on the back side and then finish hard down through it. Have your athletes rock their weight back and forth to really simulate powering off that backside and separating the hands. After that, we're going to separate into a crossover drill, which is going to simulate our leg kick. Okay, what we want to do, and the reason why we have that left foot over right, is that we want to pick that front side up right over that hip to create good hip turn towards our catcher. We don't want to pick that leg straight up. We want to create a little bit of hip turn and drive that hip out towards our target. Now as the hip goes up, we're going to separate the hands with the front side to create good rhythm. Hands are going to separate down and out towards our target and finish hard over the front side, letting the back side check off and also letting the front side finish past the body. Make sure that we're not spinning off and going off to our left-hand side for righties. and the opposite direction for lefties. And we also want to make sure that as we finish, as we rewind that video backwards, that the backside finishes up and through and finishes past that lead leg. If that lead leg is stopping before the front side, on this front side, they're not pushing off hard enough into the pitch. Have them repeat the drill. Then they're going to motion into a glide step with a high leg kick, basically creating momentum with one step and getting back to our crossover drill. As we slow this down, you're going to notice as they take their first step behind, they're right back into their crossover drill. Make sure that the hands stay out in front of the chest and that there is no shoulder rotation as they go through this. Their eyes should maintain on their target at all times. Good finish over the front side, and really have them power off that back side. See how far out they can get towards their target as they're releasing the baseball. As we finish up the video, you're going to notice that each station is going to be about 8 to 12 reps, and they're going to want to increase distance as they go through the program. Now, depending on the age, you may stop at about 90 feet. As they get older, into 12, 13, 14 years old, we're going to want them to get past that 90-foot mark into 120 feet. And for our advanced throwers, they're going to stop probably past 120 to about 200 feet. Thanks for joining us, and have a great day.